Most folks ain't misinformed because they're dumb. It's because billion-dollar industries paid real good to train their thinking ass.
Big meat and dairy ain't selling a healthful, nutritious dinner. They're selling a feeling.
It's all a trick. Implied claims and a
Health halo, using indirect words and healthy-looking celebrities that appeal to the youth to hide the facts. When ads dress up as science, white coats, athletes, charts, folks stop questioning it and start believing. Propaganda don't sound like lies. It sounds friendly, familiar, and repeated so often you stop asking who paid for it. They pick one or two nutrients to use as anchors, like B12 or protein, to distract you from looking at the whole sinking ship of your health. When food gets tied to culture and manhood, facts feel like insults, even when they're trying to help ya.
People love to be told that their bad habits are good for them. Think obesity, diabetes, cancer, heart disease.
They dodge the lawyers with
Puffery, making you feel like if you eat animal products, you're in the in crowd, and that a plant meal just can't measure up.
high rates of disease in your country. You can bet that big meat and dairy paid to be prominent in the food pyramid taught to your kids against the advice of scientists. Look at the science of blue zones, where folks live the longest. What do they eat? Mostly plants. Beans.
It caused greens, seeds, and whole grains. They're outperforming the rest of the world, and they're doing it naturally. That's the real.
Secret to a long, strong life. You want to be truly weak, non-paleo, and short on nutrients? Go all meat. The well-planned plant plate.
That's true Bigfoot strength, friend. So don't just listen
To this month's trending YouTuber who's selling any supplements, or
If you want to see more stories like this, go on and make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Share, like, comment. This one small thing really
helps our little forest family grow strong and keeps more of this good stuff coming your way.
Now, here's the big secret.
Animal products are missing hundreds of the best parts. No fiber for your strong gut, no clean complex fuel for your energy-hungry brain and your big muscles. None of the key vitamins,
like C, E, K, and folate and minerals the forest gives us, like potassium, magnesium, in powerful plant goodies.
Notice the pattern? First protein scares ya, then fiber disappeared, then vitamins get ignored. That's marketing math.
In fact, if you look at the real research, the very things that make a man
And women feel strong and powerful
are severely and negatively affected.
by the saturated fat you find in meat and dairy.
What's good for the heart's pipes is good for the brain and all the other pipes too. Eating meat and dairy is like pouring grease down a drain.
See Dr. Dean Ornish on reversing heart disease and Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn on endothelial.
And listen, that little blue pill folks talk about,
All it does is open up those clogged pipes. It's all about blood flow.
when plants give you that flow naturally.
A common reply to people.
Saying, what about the manly lions, though, to support their unscientific approach to nutrition and addiction to eating animal products? Vegans say.
What about science, longevity, health, gains, endurance, orgasms, sharp mind, and erections, though? Plus clean internal pipes and fast healing.
Reduced anxiety and improved mood further support desire and satisfaction.
Rose Strumbum, 2023.
Zunino 2018 for how a whole food plant-based diet helps. It's better for her.
And better for him. It's truly a win-win.
The marketing machine wants you to feel like a powerful lion when hunting meat in a supermarket. Delusional.
Same playbook they use for cigarettes. Make the product cool, doubt the science, delay the truth. If someone's selling you fear, powders, or secrets pet, ask yourself who benefits more, your body or their wallet.
You what the science says. Big meat and dairy, they sold it to ya.
They've made whatever is plant-based look weak.
And uncool. You know, it's just like how they pushed tobacco and cigarettes back in the day. They work on ya by appealing to your big
Reptilian brains to be liked and a part of the popular group.
But I'm telling ya, there ain't a lick of science in what they're pushing. If you can't explain the mechanism or the numbers, don't repeat the claim.
That ain't debate, that's free advertising.
But folks worry about hormones. They say soy's gonna cause problems, that's a tall tale myth.
Science shows phytoestrogens in soy don't work like human estrogen. In fact, they can help protect you. But you know what does have mammalian estrogen? Dairy. Every glass of cow's milk is packed with the real stuff, and that's what really messes with a man and woman's health. See Messina 2016, 2020, and Fraser et al. 2020. Now, about B12. Folks ask, where do you get your B12? Well, B12 ain't cooked up in a cow. It's manufactured by bacteria that naturally lives in the soil. It's given as a supplement to livestock.
Because our modern farming practices keep them from getting it naturally. Same story with protein and calcium, the source.
It's not the animal, it's the plants the animals eat.
So all you natural types who are against supplementation, you're actually just getting the same exact supplements.
Like B12 and protein, through a middleman, the animal, with a heck of a lot more unnecessary cruelty. Leave the animal out of it. Get what your body needs.
From the source without the nasty hormones.
Carcinogens and saturated fat that come with meat and dairy.
Wow.
Funny thing, Ted. Folks swear supplements are unnatural, then eat animals that were supplemented their whole lives.
Folks boast about meat protein and B12, but listen up. That B12 is easy from a drop or some enriched plant milk. And every good
Plant has all the complete protein you need.
Where do y'all get protein? From the earth. Same as gorillas, 98%, same as your DNA. Plant protein, beans, whole grains, tofu, build muscle equal to meat.
But without the inflammatory baggage. Burn clean, grow strong. Plant protein incomplete? That's a myth, no longer accepted by science.
The body stores and recycles protein. Eat a variety, get enough calories, and you'll get them all. See Montaigne 2023, Heavy Larine 2021.
Folks always reckon milk's the bone cure-all, but this here ain't worth the suffering. Not when plants do the job just fine.
Science shows calcium from plants like kale absorb just as well, maybe even better.
Places where folks don't drink much milk hardly see osteoporosis, while high dairy countries sure do. Adventist Health Study 2.
Even among vegetarians who live longer and healthier than meat eaters,
the vegetarians still drinking milk showed higher rates of several chronic diseases. What about iron? Well, there are two types.
Iron from animals and iron from plants. Now, excess iron is
a pro-oxidant contributing to cell damage town. Look up Esselstyn 2017. This excess iron is also linked to that.
Severe brain problems, accelerating neurological decline like Alzheimer's disease. See Liu et al. 2018.
The iron that comes from plants is regulated naturally by the body, avoiding overdose. The iron you get from meat cannot be regulated by the body. If we were actually true carnivores, wouldn't we naturally be able to regulate it? Every member of the great ape family, and yes, that includes you humans, thrives on a plant-heavy diet.
Our anatomical evidence, like our
long digestive tract, jaw structure, and small canine teeth, strongly supports an herbivorous and frugivorous diet.
See Milton, 1999, on primate nutrition and human evolution. Cut out the middleman and cut into some plants.
And it ain't just the heart. This way of eating helps heal all sorts of deep down trouble. It's been shown to reverse
type 2 diabetes, see Barnard 2009 on glycemic control, and it helps folks with things like rheumatoid arthritis and other
autoimmune trouble by cooling down the fire of inflammation in the body fits. See Hafstrom et al. 2001. This is total health.
Ancestral food, or paleo as folks call it. Don't let them fool ya. The deep down truth from our genes and the old bones shows the real first diet was mostly plants.
Amylase in our DNA shows we adapted way back for high starch eating.
We got more copies of that gene than any other primate. Our ancestors thrived on tubers and roots long before they were
effective hunters. All the old bones, teeth, and yes, even the ancient poops show that humans everywhere subsisted
on a diet mainly from the earth, just like most indigenous today. The only exception,
cold climate groups like the Inuit, who have a rare genetic trick for eating fat that the rest of us just don't carry. That was
fire made starch's nutrition bioavailable, easily digested, clean, and quick energy source. They worked brilliantly together.
We evolved to burn starches for energy, not other animals' natural and synthetic growth hormones like in cow's milk, beef, and chicken.
Cooked, high-starch food gave our bigger brains the energy it needed, and even helped the women folk with healthy
Reserves for reproduction. That's the real ancestral diet, C. Wrangham.
2009, 2012, and Hardy 2015. Want to stay?
Looking and acting young? Don't drink dairy. It has a sugar in it called galactose. Now, what's galactose famous?
Or in scientific labs, it's used to chemically induce aging.
In animals. See Q et al., 2006. The aging effects.
Seen include loss of memory and motor function, increased skin wrinkling, hair loss, and accelerated decline in overall
health. It causes oxidative stress that speeds up aging. So if you're chasing the fountain of youth, you'd best avoiding that dairy entirely. Science is now saying, do your own research, go plant-based, get shredded.
Don't be a corporate tool.
Don't confuse marketing with biology or confidence with evidence.
outperform and live long naturally and easily. After all this science, isn't it nice
to know that you can justify not contributing to the horror these
most innocent guys have to live through for an unnecessary cheeseburger?
Blue zones aren't listening to commercials. They're listening to their bodies and the earth. Choosing plants is a declaration of independence.
If you're ready to grow your brain and your muscles like a member of the great ape family, stomp that like button, subscribe to join.
Meet Clyde J. Wolverine, head counsel of the legal team at Critters United and the Anti-Human Collective. They've realized some of you ain't all bad. We have banded together to represent the good humans in a class action lawsuit against the rest of humanity's corrupt institutions and corporations. Oxford University in 2018 said the single biggest way to stop and reverse climate change is for folks to switch on over to a plant-based diet.
Do any of you humans feel like your best interests ain't being looked out for? What with your governments being in bed with big meat and dairy?
They're rigging public health policy just to pocket your hard-earned tax dollars through subsidies. See the EWG. In the U.S. alone, $38 billion.
$540 billion goes to animal ag, while fruit gets just 1%. 95% of folks writing your health laws are paid by the same big industry.
Your kid's diet guide has ties to the very industries they're pushing. It's called regulatory capture. That ain't a committee.
That's a corporate board meeting. They don't want you healthy. They want you complying with their quarterly earnings. When the fox
writes the rules for the hen house, you can bet your bottom dollar the chickens are staying on the menu.
Is there any lick of sense in bailing out a toxic industry that poisons the people and the planet? An industry that can't even
stand on its own 2 feet without subsidies and refuses to pay for the wreckage it leaves for you, your kids, and the future of life.
Why are we fattening the meat industry with tax cash while 39% in the USA can't pay rent or put taters and berries on the table?
If you want lion food, pay the real price. It's double or more. See Nature 2023. Stop grifting tax money better spent on social services.
For someone to eat meat and dairy, but you don't, your tax dollars are still tied up in them, playing Russian roulette with their food.
Choices and health. Since wallets is all these bigwigs care about, just like big tobacco, we gotta hit them where it hurts to actually see change.
We've tried everything else, and it's the only real lever we got left to pull.
See, we just don't know which rainforest slashed
and burned for grazing land, 80% of the Amazon, or which animal's extinction of the 100 per day lowball estimate by the UN is gonna be the breaking point that makes the whole web of life collapse here on Earth, and in the end, it all comes down to your dinner plate.